שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב עיניים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, 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 שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב עיניים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב עיניים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב עיניים, שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב עיניים, שבת אחים גם יחד.
Good evening, wherever you may be. I want to thank you for joining our virtual annual meeting. Over the last 4 months, we have all learned to come together in new and creative ways. And although I know we wish we could be together at the CJCE, we are happy that you have joined us in cyberspace. It has truly been my honor to serve as president of the Jewish Federation of Greater Dayton over the last 2 years. As a lifelong Daytonian, I have always understood the central role the Jewish Federation plays in creating and nurturing a vibrant and connected Jewish community in Dayton. From my years in Jewish youth group to the support my wife Debbie and I received as young parents, to JCC preschool and camp for our children, a Jewish nursing home to care for my grandmother, to the many cultural and social events we have taken part in over the years, and of course the connection to the State of Israel and Jews around the world. These are just some of the ways my family and I have benefited from the work of the Jewish Federation. In my position as president, I have been gratified to see that the Federation continues to provide these services and others to our Jewish community today. The Jewish Federation of North America considers us a small Jewish community, but when we meet others from around the country and discuss what we do and what we offer, many are amazed that a community our size has all of the programs, opportunities, and impact that we do. I want to thank you for putting your trust in me. As others before me, I did my best to take this position seriously and make a difference. Over the last several years, our committed staff, under the leadership of our able CEO, Kathy Gardner, have worked together with our dedicated Board of Trustees and volunteers to chart an exciting roadmap for our future. The Jewish Dayton Dreams Big plan outlines several important initiatives that will keep our community strong and vital into the future. Certainly, we all recognize that the community looks different than it did during my youth. What hasn't changed is the need for a strong Jewish Federation to support our community and strengthen the bonds that tie us together as Jews. Even during this period in which we are presently living, our committed staff have found creative ways to serve our community. The most recent example is the virtual film festival in which many of you participated. I heard nothing but enthusiastic feedback for the innovative ways we were able to present this popular program. Let me leave you with a request. Our Jewish Federation needs your continued support. As a small community, each of us makes a difference with our participation. Whether you donate your time or your financial support, your participation is needed and greatly appreciated. Your generous support helps to educate our youth, helps our elderly in need, provides educational programs and social activities for all age groups. Please be generous. Let us know if there's more we can be doing to strengthen our community or meet your individual needs. We want to hear your voice. Finally, I would like to welcome Dr. Heath Gilbert to the position of President of the Jewish Federation of Greater Dayton. Heath will bring a great deal of energy and thoughtfulness to this position. Like me, Heath is a lifelong Daytonian and has been involved in our community for many years. He has been a valued and dedicated board member. Heath and his wife Rachel have been active in nearly every facet of Jewish Dayton. He is well known for his hard work and planning for our casino night. But what Heath is most known for is his mother. I must recognize Shirley Gilbert, who undoubtedly has groomed Heath for this position by being an example of what dedication and service to our Jewish community should look like. Here's to a strong and proud future. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Heath Gilbert, and I'm honored to step into my new role as President of the Jewish Federation of Greater Dayton. The importance of federation was instilled in me at a very young age. As a lifelong Daytonian, I grew up immersed in the Dayton Jewish community. My dedication and passion for the community has only deepened as I see the impact it has made on my wife, Rachel, and our children, Avi, Chava, Zeke, and Livnat. The Dayton Jewish community plays a vital role in our lives. My children have attended or are currently enrolled in the JCC Preschool and Hillel Academy. During the summer, they take part in JCC's Camp Shalom, Chabad's Camp Gan Izzy, or attend Gucci. In addition, my family participates in many of the wonderful programs offered through the Federation and its agencies, such as Children's Theater, PJ Library, holiday celebrations, and a Night in Vegas fundraiser. Growing up in Dayton and seeing firsthand the impact of the Federation and its agencies locally and in Israel and around the world, I know how important it is that we support this incredible, life-enriching organization. During my presidency, I will focus on 3 areas. I want to continue collaboration with our local synagogues and Jewish organizations. This allows us to reach many more people, nurture our relationships with each other, and expand on the type of programming we are able to offer in the community. The Dayton Jewish community, while small, is mighty. We boast top-notch Jewish institutions and offer a wide variety of services and programs. No matter your age, your affiliation, or your interests, there is something here for everyone. Shalom Dayton is a great place to live. I look forward to working with you as we explore ways to cultivate our presence in the community. With all of that said, the last area I wish to focus on is the recruitment of Jews to the Dayton area. Over the past several years, the Miami Valley has become an increasingly desirable place to live. Our city has the potential to meet the needs of a wide scope of lifestyles, making it a great place to plant roots and live Jewishly. While COVID-19 has changed the way we currently operate, I'm confident our staff and lay leaders will find creative and innovative ways to focus on these areas in the interim. I look forward to leading the Federation over the next 2 years and am excited to embark on the work we have ahead of us. As I enter this new phase of my Federation life, I want to say a special thank you to our outgoing President, Bruce Feldman. You have served as an example of exceptional leadership during your tenure. You have provided a solid foundation for not only me, but countless other future leaders in the Jewish community. Thank you.
In the 16 years Rachel and her husband, Rabbi Levi Simon, have called Dayton home, she has become a vital part of our Jewish community. Quite simply, Rachel does it all. In addition to her work with Chabad of Greater Dayton, Rachel can be found on a regular basis lending her talents to the Jewish Federation of Greater Dayton and its agencies. Her vast knowledge and incredible teaching capabilities ensure our youngest community members in the JCC's early childhood program are exposed to a rich and meaningful Jewish education. It's impossible to list all of the incredible contributions that Rachel has made to the Dayton Jewish community. But anyone who has ever encountered her kind, quiet demeanor can testify to what a powerhouse she is. A mother of 6, Rachel is nonstop, always in motion, preparing, teaching, overseeing, and leading. She is such an invaluable asset to our community, and we are extremely lucky to have her. Mazel tov to my good friend Rachel on your well-deserved Dorothy B. Moyer Young Leadership Award.
Thank you, Rachel, for those kind words, and thank you to the Jewish Federation for the Dorothy B. Moyer Award. I'm honored and humbled to receive this award. Working with the Federation of Dayton all these years is truly an honor and privilege for me. From an early age, it has been my passion to be involved in Jewish community efforts. Working with the preschool is always such a joy. Singing with them the morning prayers and teaching them Jewish values is truly rewarding. My highlight is definitely Shabbat sing-along each Friday and challah baking, which is always so much fun. I thank you for giving me this honor today and looking forward to many more years of friendship and working together to bring unity and meaning to our community. Thank you.
The Alan Wasserman Leadership Award was created in 1979 to honor a young man in the community with leadership potential in both the Jewish and general community. This year's recipient, Ben Mazer, has exhibited these traits during his short time in Dayton. Originally from Cincinnati, Ben, an attorney, which we won't hold against him, moved to Dayton to pursue a career opportunity. Almost immediately, he became active in Federation, attending young adult division events. Ben quickly took on the role of managing the Young Adult Division Facebook page, acting as an ambassador for the group. His kind demeanor has helped to create a warm and welcoming environment for other young newcomers to the Dayton Jewish community. In addition to Ben's involvement with YAD, he is a current member of the Jewish Federation of Greater Dayton Board. He has also served on numerous committees, including the Allocations, Board Nomination, and Jewish Dayton Dreams Big committees. Ben exudes passion for the Federation and the work done to help enrich the lives of those locally, in Israel, and around the world. His insight, perspective, and intellect provide incredible insight into what is important to our younger generations and how we as an organization can meet those needs. On behalf of the Jewish Federation of Greater Dayton, Mazel Tov, Ben. We're incredibly thankful for your contributions to the Dayton Jewish community and look forward to your leadership for years to come.
Thank you to the Jewish Federation of Greater Dayton for the selection. I am honored to have been chosen as a recipient of the Alan Wasserman Award. Since I moved to Dayton in 2016, the Jewish Federation of Greater Dayton has welcomed me to the area and really helped make Dayton home. I'm grateful for the opportunity to give back by assisting the Jewish Federation of Greater Dayton in accomplishing its mission to enrich and strengthen the Jewish community in the Greater Dayton area. I look forward to continuing to contribute in the years to come. Thank you again for this honor.
This year's recipient, David Pierce, has been an integral part of the Dayton Jewish community for many years. From 2016 through 2018, David served as president of the Federation of Greater Dayton. Despite many sensitive decisions on the table regarding Covenant House and the countless phone calls and emails and meetings during this time period, David maintained a calm and composed demeanor, acting as a voice of logic and reason. During his tenure as a Federation lay leader, David has provided invaluable services, advice, and guidance. He has always approached his various roles within the organization as a partnership, fostering open and honest relationships with the leaders in the organization and community. Anyone who knows David can attest to his patience and grace, especially when dealing with intense situations. While David's role in the Federation Board may be coming to an end, we know that he is always just a phone call or email away, and we look forward to his continued involvement in the Federation. Outside of David's volunteer commitments, he is an attorney with Coolidge Wall, an avid sports fan, and a loving husband and father to his wife Lisa and their 2 children, Ben and Sarah. Mazel tov to David and his family on this prestigious award.
Hello, Dayton Jewish community. I hope everyone is safe and healthy. In these troubled times, I have a suggestion as to how you can further improve both your mental health and your physical health. This suggestion will even help you stay connected with those in the community. Are you ready? Want to know what it is? Volunteer. Volunteer for an organization that you care about. Volunteer for the Jewish Federation of Greater Dayton. If you volunteer for an organization, study after study shows that you will be the one who reaps the rewards, rather than the other way around. I'm truly honored and surprised to receive the Robert A. Shapiro Award for my volunteer efforts. I hope that this community really has benefited in some small way from my contributions, because I know I have become personally enriched by being able to serve it. Thank you.
This year's Past President's Award recipient, Dave London, has helped to expand our relationship within our Partnership Together consortium. In addition, Dave is an active member of the Jewish Community Relations Council, whose mission is to ensure the growth, resilience, and safety of the Jewish people. As a member of the Jewish Federation of the Greater Dayton Board, Dave promotes Partnership Together and JCRC within, encouraging others on the board and in the community to take part in related programs and events. His ideas have spearheaded numerous P2G programs, and when he offers a home-cooked meal to his P2G family, such as his smoked salmon or brisket, they come running. Dave has 2 daughters and is a proud grandfather. He is truly a gem in the Dayton Jewish community, and we are incredibly lucky to have such a wonderful advocate among us. Mazel tov, Dave.
Hi everyone, it's with much gratitude that I accept the Past President's Award. It has been my pleasure to support the Federation by working with so many others who give so much to the community. I volunteer with the Federation because I enjoy working with all the great people, both professional staff and volunteers, who make it fun and fulfilling to participate in activities that support the Federation objectives. Through this work, I've established friendships locally, in other U.S. cities, in Budapest and in Israel, and those friendships have been the most rewarding aspect of my participation. In all, this work has allowed me to feel like I am making at least a small contribution to advancing some of the valuable programs provided by the Federation. I'm sorry I'm unable to thank you in person, but I look forward to a time soon when we can again gather to work, socialize, and celebrate together. Thank you again.
Anyone who has attended the JCC event has no doubt seen this year's JCC Volunteer of the Year, Lori Appel, working hard to ensure the event's success. Lori has been actively involved with the JCC for many years. However, in 2014, she became immersed in JCC life. That was the year Lori joined the JCC Advisory Board, and she has been actively involved in planning and implementing our future events ever since. Lori is always willing to share her creative and innovative ideas, helping us broaden the scope of our programming. Despite Lori's busy schedule, her commitment to the Jewish community has never waned. Though Lori has reached her term limits on the JCC board, we know she will continue to be an important part of the JCC family. Mazel tov, Lori, on your well-deserved award.
Hi, everyone. I want to thank Jane and Beverly for the nomination. It is always a pleasure to work with them on the many programs and committees that are available. And I've also enjoyed tremendously working in the Dayton area, getting to know people. So if you want to get involved in our community even more, let Beverly or Jane know. And there is no better place than the JCC. Thank you.
Lisa was a member of the Jewish Family Services Advisory Board for 6 years before moving into the leadership role of Vice Chair in 2019. She has chaired the JFS Holiday Outreach Committee since 2017 and is passionate about our outreach in the community, wanting people to feel connected, supported, and cared for. She is often found working quietly behind the scenes, planning programs for the community, and assembling and delivering holiday bags. Even though Lisa is stepping off the JFS Advisory Board, the fact that she's remaining our chair of holiday outreach is just another example of her commitment and kindness to all around her. Lisa is a shining example in our community. Our community and Jewish Family Services are better and stronger because of her service. For Lisa, her love of community is truly expressed in her deeds. Please join me in thanking Lisa Pavlovsky, our Jewish Family Services Volunteer of the Year.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for honoring me with this award this evening. I greatly appreciate being chosen for the Jewish Family Services Volunteer of the Year Award. It's been my honor to be on this board for so many years, and I appreciate you guys choosing me. Thank you so much. Everyone stay safe and stay healthy.
As CEO of the Jewish Federation of Greater Dayton, I want to thank you for your continued support. The Jewish Federation and its agencies all share one common thread. We are here for you. With the onset of the COVID-19 pandemic, what became most apparent is that because our community supports a vibrant federation, including all of our agencies, we were able to quickly take care of those in need and at the same time provide much needed connections to maintain a strong Jewish family here in Dayton.
Our staff and lay leaders joined together to brainstorm new and innovative ways to provide our essential programs and services in a meaningful, safe way. And thanks to our generous donors like you, our annual campaign funds have allowed us to do just that and so much more. While we are not able to physically be together, our newly created virtual community has given us this opportunity to stay connected while participating in cultural events, educational programming, and social functions, all from the comfort and safety of our own homes.
We work in collaboration with the Greater Dayton community to foster humility and advocate for a just, democratic, and pluralistic Mosaic society. Our goal is to educate, advocate, and act. Despite the challenges we have faced in recent months due to the COVID-19 pandemic, our work has never waned.
When we were faced with restrictions on public gatherings due to COVID-19, it turned our world upside down.
Our mission has never been more needed and more important than right now, to keep all of us connected to stories on the ground here, true stories of hope and even heartbreak about how we navigate the pandemic and the struggles for social equity.
JCRC has collaborated with several other organizations in our community
to promote racial equity and social change. These examples only scrape the surface of our accomplishments.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, Jewish Family Services has remained connected to the community. No matter where we are working. We are present for you.
The JCC quickly went from planning events to discussing how we could bring programming to the community virtually. Meetings and other events such as comedy hours, book clubs, and Mahjong classes took place via Zoom and Facebook Live. Even our 20th annual Jewish Film Fest went virtual. The first night took us back in time at the drive-in. Moviegoers were subsequently able to enjoy our film lineup at home. Our program for early childhood was tasked with providing meaningful content for children during the 2-month period that preschool was closed. Their innovative and fun virtual interactions kept children connected to their JCC family through story times, arts and crafts, and social hours. While we are very proud of what we were able to accomplish in this past spring, we are excited to be operating once again and adhering to all recommended safety guidelines.
Only the Dayton Jewish Observer covers our Jewish community, our concerns, our needs, our hopes and dreams in the Miami Valley. We connect, we strengthen, we build community across all of our Jewish movements and across all places Jews live in our region. We reported on the first person in Ohio who had COVID-19, recovered, and donated plasma for infusion into people who have severe COVID. He is the son of a local rabbi.
JFS did 3 things to support our community at that time. We contacted local long-term care facilities explaining the significance of Passover and what they may be able to do to better support their Jewish residents. We provided Passover meals and seders in a box for Holocaust survivor clients and clients in need. And finally, we added a Passover holiday outreach this year, delivering bags to those in our community who live in continuum of care facilities or who live independently and may be isolated. While JFS was adding new initiatives to meet the community's needs, we continued our day-to-day services, providing case management and information and referral, which includes working with Holocaust survivors, providing financial relief for community members, and serving as a lifeline to families outside of Dayton whose loved ones are here. We took on new clients as well. Finally, we knew we could not hold our in-person mitzvah missions, so we partnered with PJ Library, Camp Shalom, and the Jewish community for a virtual mitzvah mission. No matter what is happening in our world, Jewish Family Services is here for you. Thank you for being here for us and for supporting the Dayton Jewish community.
Our donor base includes endowments created through the Jewish Foundation of Greater Dayton. Whether designated for annual campaign, JCC programming, or Jewish Family Services, endowments help us to further our mission and expand the breadth of our work.
I am incredibly proud of the dedication and hard work of our JCRC committee and look forward to seeing what we can accomplish in the coming year.
Thanks to our Jewish Federation, every identified Jewish household in the Miami Valley receives the Observer, and tens of thousands more read it online. Did you know that these days, nearly a third of our print readers are not necessarily members of the Jewish community? We are honored to build bridges across the Miami Valley as a whole to bring so many a better understanding of who we are, our struggles, and the values we cherish.
While we look forward to a time in the future when we can gather under the same roof, our goal of strengthening and enriching our amazing Jewish community remains the same.
The annual campaign is the critical component to our success. Without you, the Federation and its agencies would not be able to provide the vital services, care, and connection that is so important, especially during this trying time.
I would like to extend a special thank you to our board of directors and our officers. Your guidance and leadership are admirable. Thank you to Bruce Feldman, our outgoing president, for your hard work over the past 2 years, especially during these challenging times. You have made a positive and long-lasting impact on our community.
And thank you to Heath Gilbert, our incoming president. I look forward to your leadership. In order to continue this important work, we invite you to participate in this year's annual campaign. Our future depends on your support. Please join your fellow community members in a donation drive-through event this Sunday, August 16th. We will be collecting pledge cards and celebrating your participation at the CJCE from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Thank you for joining us tonight, and remember, no matter the circumstances, our #1 goal is to care for those in need, strengthen Jewish life, and create connections among Jews, locally, in Israel, and around the world.
Together,
we are
Jewish Dayton.
Together, we are Jewish Dayton.
To be humble, to be kind, it is a giving of the peace in your mind. To a stranger, to a friend, to give in such a way that has no end. We are love, we are one, we are how we treat each other when the day is done. We are peace, we are war, we are how we treat each other and nothing more. And to be bold, to be brave, it is the thinking that the heart can still be saved.